Hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC, how y'all doing? Well, as you can see, this big white box in front of me, this is the JAS, or over here, the JAS-39 Gripen. And yeah, I decided I needed another jet because I don't have enough apparently. And but I'm really been enjoying the canarded jets. I have the Rafale, and I'm really enjoying that. But it only has very limited in the canard movement. This has full. I'll be setting this up for full canards with the elevator and full canards with the elevons. And I've already opened it just to make sure everything was in there, but I haven't taken anything out of the box or cut any of the baggies open. And so let's unbox it. I'm not going to do a build video per se, but I will do a build, post-build and radio overview to show you my complete radio setup. And I'll show you the mixing that I use. It's going to be the exact same mixing that Jake uses, or James uses in the mix video he does on this. I'm going to follow that step by step. But since that's going to be very time consuming and you can watch me do, I'm going to do his exact mix. And you can just watch his video on that, and the same as I'm going to do. But as far as afterwards, I'll show you how I set mine up, how I did my rates, and I'll show you the mix also. And anything I found during the build that you need to know about. But let's go ahead and unbox it so we can see what comes in the box, and I can show you how well, like all free-wing planes, everything is packed immaculately because they're protecting your investment. I mean, they want you to come back and buy from them again. This is the 80mm plug-and-play JAS or JAS-39 Gripen. Has a wingspan of 882 millimeters, a length of 1,613 millimeters, and this is the plug and play. All right. Love the fact I've already taken the glue out. The manual's not folded. I hate it when they fold up the manuals because you got to lay it down flat and try to read it, and you can't do that because the manual's folded. So let's keep up with all of our debris. Your little bag of goodies and the screws that you use. Looks like two separate bags of screws. One have a flat, well, maybe three different types of screws, but they're all going to be, it all looks like possibly Phillips head drive screws. So that's fine. There's manual. Like I say, everything is protected in its own separate little baggie and compartment. They do love to use the masking tape. That's fine. Alright. When you open it up, first thing you're presented with is the wings. This is actually, the decals are already applied and they're a lot more distinct than I thought they were. I thought they looked like a bleed out, but those really show up well. They really show up well. And look at that. They're just elevon, that's all you got. All the way you got in the control, and that's the underside. Again, you can see the individual cells if you look really close, especially where they put the decal on, but you certainly can't feel them. They're letting these things sit in the mold. Oh, that's already hooked up for a ball ink. That's nice. That's a nice time saver. Not that I'm worried about time saver. I enjoy it with the build process. I really do. I enjoy the build process. I love the fact the graphics are different on either side. And I forget, this is the Czech Air Force, I believe. If I remember, I might be wrong on that, but it's their bicentennial or whatever celebration. And I guess this would be their different aircraft of them over the years. There again, ball link. Now that's a nylon. That's a foam and nylon reinforced hinge. Let's see what kind of hinge is on these. There, foam and nylon reinforced hinge. So superior hinges will not have to reinforce those hinges at all. They are already reinforced. This is a two-part coffin. And one thing, I do have to glue the back half of the fuselage on, and that's time consuming. That's another reason I won't necessarily do a build video. Very long nose, hard plastic tip, and that antenna is going to go in the front of that. Ah, there's the meat and potatoes here, the canards. Decals already applied. Hard plastic where you're going to be, you're going to put a screw in there to hold that in place. That's all supportive hard plastic. Very nice, very, very nice. This is considered an intermediate jet, so it's going to shouldn't be too hard to fly. It'll be a little different of an animal than what I'm used to, but. There's the back, and now I will not be doing the thrust vectoring thing. I did not opt for that. And if I wanted to, I'd have to put some debonder or something to remove the glue that I'll be using to change that out. So I'm not going to worry with it. There's no electronics in this part of the fuse. Single wing spark. And, very clever, the supplied go-get-him wire is inside the wing spark. I'll tell you what, sometimes these free wing planes, it's worth buying them just to go get them wire. That is one of the most handy tools. So if you get one with a plane, do not throw it away. You can use that time and time again. I'm sure there's a more technical name, but everyone at Free Wing and at Focia called them go-get-em wires, and that's exactly what they are. Now this is part of that railing system that goes on the end of the wings, and you actually screw these on, and then you put whatever missiles, any of the free wing missiles will fit there. I may even have some around here somewhere, I'm sure, that I can put on there, and because I didn't buy any. And this is foam filled and encased in hard plastic. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, if you see a little smoke in here, is because, not that I have a fire, I have an incense cone going over there. I've got some problem with gnats. Florida right now is in spring, and the fruit fly gnats are into everything. They're everywhere, and they will attack you 24/7. They don't bite or anything. They have this. They love to get into your eyes and up your nose. There's something about that. They love it, and it's very annoying. But I've been living in Florida since I was 5, and I'm almost 55 now. So I've been putting up with them for 50 years. I've learned a thing or two about dealing with fruit gnats. Basically, it's fruit gnats is what it is. The main event, fuselage, very long plane. All right, got a big cheater back there. Got that 80mm fan right up in there. Which is very nice. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, let's get our debris collected out of the way real quick. Probably fast forward me collecting the debris. Yeah. And if you're looking off in the distance, okay, you see, this is the box I just took the Gripen of. You see, there's another FREEWING box back there. Yes, that's another plane. Yes, that is the new Twin 64 Tomcat. However, my radio that I have won't be in until tomorrow. So tomorrow night will be the unboxing and build, and then hopefully this weekend will be the maiden, as long as the weather cooperates. But yeah, I did get that. Okay. I saw it. I wasn't ready to buy it. This plane here was the only new plane I was going to buy this month. And the Hobby Zone contacted me and said, hey, we want you to do the integral. I'm like, sure. So they sent me the integral out, which I love. I just did the maiden today. Awesome plane. Great flying plane. And right before that email, I just happened to open up the night that Tomcat was released, and I saw that. And you know, there's planes you plan on buying and planes you want to look forward to get, and then when you're ready you get them. But sometimes something will hit the market and you're like, no argument, buy. You don't care where you're at financially, you gotta have it. That was one of them things. When I saw that, you know, I looked before I leaped. Or I leaped before I looked. So alright, so that goes in there. Oh, and here's now this is the other gun that's going to be gluing on the underside. It's only gluing besides the tail or the back half of the fuse. That's the only part that you're going to be gluing. And, oh, goody. I see, right there. Yellow pigtail. This is one of the new ones. It's got thrust reverse, and that's what I was just thinking of. I hope it does. And one of the things that let me know is when you get one of these newer FREEWING jets, you see two holes back there. That usually means it's the newer motor, and that means you may get thrust reverse. And sure enough, there's that yellow pigtail. So I've got thrust reverse. Woohoo! All right. Well, I need a 7-channel receiver because I'm going to need. Okay. All right. For number one, you got to have throttle. Got to have ailerons and elevator have their own channels. Rudder have its own channel. Gear has its own channel. But then you're going to need an aux channel for one of the canards, and another aux channel for another charge. So that's actually, so that's 7 channels. Oh man, thrust reverse, I'm going to need 8. Dang it. And I don't have an 8 channel. I've only got 7 channels. So I'll have to do without thrust reverse until I can get an 8 channel. Or I can Y in the canards and only use them with my elevator. But I don't want to do that. That was the whole point of this plane. So, dang it. I don't have an extra 8 channels. Shoot. Oh well. Live and learn. But I didn't know until I got the plane whether it was going to have thrust reverse or not. Because they don't advertise it. They just send it to you. But there that is, and I don't think I'm going to need it. This is going to high alpha in and set right down. But I'm going to put her together, and I'll do all the radio setup. This is just the unboxing. And then I'll come back with a post build and radio setup combo video. So there'll be 2 videos on this before the maiden. This unboxing and then that post radio and build video. All right, well, folks, thank you for watching. This is the JAS-39 Gripen. By FREEWING. I'm with 80mm. We'll get her together, and we'll be right back with that post build and radio video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless y'all. And don't forget, faith, family, and friends. Really cool jets that now have thrust reverse.